Hello Virgo, welcome to our reading for the month of June. And I say our reading because I am a Virgo sun and a Virgo rising. If you're new here, I'm Jenny. I'm a shamanic healer. I'm a women's coach, and I do these oracle readings here on YouTube at least once a month. On my channel, you will also find some health and fitness stuff and some guided meditations. And before we jump into the reading, I'm actually going to read a message from the Animal Spirit Guides book by Stephen Farmer, because I was gifted this beautiful crow feather, and this crow has not left my side since I began filming these videos. First, it was zigzagging out here in front of my window when I was filming yesterday, and then when I was filming again today, it started coming to my back door, which is really a big deal because I have two Great Danes. So usually birds do not like to go on my back deck because my dogs like to hang out on the back deck. You've probably heard that Great Danes are apartment dogs, and these dogs are no exception. I usually take them for a hike once a week. We go for a long hike, like 2 hours or so, and then we also walk in the woods for about half an hour every day. So after these long walks and these short walks, my dogs just lay around all day long, and the birds usually want nothing to do with my property. But this crow was making its presence known, so I truly feel that there is a message for us here about the crow. So let's see what that message is. Oh, I just flipped my book and put out my candle, so let me light that bad boy again before I get started. Okay, so the crow. When crow shows up, it means that you're on the verge of manifesting something you've been working towards for a while. I certainly hope so. I don't know about you guys, but I have something that I have been working on manifesting for over 2 years now, and I am so ready for it. We also got be very watchful over the next couple of days for any clear omens or signs that will guide you and teach you. Aren't we always doing that? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I am very hyper aware of all the signs and synchronicities that come my way. And then expect a big change very soon. Again, yes, I feel this in my bones. It also says that you've noticed something that's out of balance or an injustice that hasn't been addressed, and it's important to speak up about it. So that could be for a lot of us, okay? And then finally, you're about to get a glimpse into some future event that affects you directly. Again, yes, please. So many of us are working towards manifesting. So if you have seen a crow, let this be your validation and your confirmation, or maybe just seeing this crow feather now is speaking to you. Let me know in the comments if that is resonating. And when we jump into the reading, I will start off with reading some cards from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle deck. This one is by Kelly Smith. I love this Oracle deck. I call it my OG deck because I've used it the longest. I use it in readings with all of my clients inside of my one-to-one sessions, as well as inside of my 16-week program and my mastermind program. I also call this deck my tough love deck, because it does that as well. It calls us on our shit when we need our shit to be called on, right? And then if you're joining me for the extended reading at the end, I'll pull some cards from the Goddess Oracle deck. This one's by Colette Baron Reed. A goddess message has been coming for all of the signs. And then I'll also pull a message from the Inspired Change and Healing with crystals and archangels. This one is by Cindy Smith. Cindy Smith, I think she's Canadian. I went and met her once, actually. Look at this. She gave me a reading and she signed my book. That was super exciting. So again, we'll get started with the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle after I just use a little bit of Palo Santo here. I want to remind you that you don't have to be present here with the Palo Santo. You don't have to, my candle wasn't big enough apparently for the Palo Santo, so I'm going to use a lighter. You don't have to smell the Palo Santo. You don't have to be in the presence of the smoke or the smudge, because it's neither one of those things that actually affects our energy and raises our energy, but it's actually the spirit of the Palo Santo tree. So thank you, Sacred Palo Santo, for raising our energy in our physical body, our energy body, our aura, and our environment. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what's coming up for us for this month, Virgo. I'm here for it. If you watch any other astrologists or tarot readers, I'm not an astrologist, but I watch a lot of astrology videos. We are hearing over and over and over again that June is the luckiest month of the year. I'm here for it. And what was the message that we called first? Shooting star, you guys. Shooting star. We are about to be launched into our highest potential this month. That is such an auspicious card. I just got goosebumps all over my body. all over my body, all over my body. When I'm reading for Virgo, I'm like listening because it's like for me too, right? Virgo sun and Virgo rising. I've actually got a stellium in Virgo. I got a couple other placements in there too. So when I am reading for Virgo, I'm always like, okay, well, this is affecting me as well. I always like to cleanse my energy ahead of time, ground my energy, obviously protect my energy, because I want to make sure that I don't have any bias in these readings because it's about me too. But let's be real. There's lots of you who definitely need to hear this message. And I know, Virgo, you've been going through it. The freaking South Node is in our sign. We're releasing perfectionism, and that's hard for us Virgos. That's really, really hard for us. We like things how we like them, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think that's a great trait. I always get along with other Virgos because I feel it. What else does the Virgo Collective need to know for this auspicious and lucky month of June, or whenever this video might find you? I don't believe in coincidences, so I trust that you're going to receive this message exactly when you're meant to. And you could be reading for anywhere in your chart, right? So maybe you want to go and look at the other videos for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, anywhere in your chart, and cross-reference them, see what lands the most with you, because this is going to hit every Virgo differently depending on where your other signs are, depending on the placement of Virgo in your chart. Let's see, what else do we need to know for this month? Okay, limiting beliefs. Ooh. Of course we get this because we do tend to be in our own heads, right? So our beliefs surrounding something are what's going to hold us back, okay? And, a lot of you know that I train and work in shamanism, and my beliefs are constantly being challenged. They're constantly being challenged. When I first started training in shamanism, I had, a set of beliefs that had evolved over my journey. My spiritual awakening is now 14 years in, and I had created new sets of beliefs that really resonated with me. And then I started training in shamanism, and it was like, whoa, okay, none of what I thought I believed is what I actually believe now that I've learned all of this. Is so different. And now that I'm towards the end of my training, my beliefs are starting to shift again. And I think this is a beautiful thing. I mean, the only constant in life is change, right? And we're constantly revamping ourselves. We're aligning with different versions of us. We're aligning with different timelines. And we really are constantly releasing these limiting beliefs, or at least I hope that we are, right? I don't know about you, but I hope that I can release all of my limiting beliefs. But they do come up. We get triggered. We have different experiences, especially as we shift and grow, right? When we up level and we start to embody this new version of us, those old and outdated limiting beliefs can come in. And if you haven't been working on them, some of your limiting beliefs have been with you since childhood or past lives even. Our beliefs are typically not even our own. They're, projected onto us from our family, our upbringing, our community. A lot of them are based on our gender or the color of our skin or socioeconomical status. There's so many different reasons that we have the beliefs that we have that are not even ours. So there's definitely something here where things are not the way we're perceiving them, but it's our limiting beliefs that are making us feel the way we feel about a certain situation. So you'll have to let me know in the comments, what is this situation? And can you see how your own beliefs are actually holding you back in this situation? Look at this. I didn't even ask a question and I get the wake up call card. So the wake up call card, this comes when your life is about to have a major trajectory change. So the wake up call card is like the tarot, or is like the tower card in tarot. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And the wake up call card, it typically comes in the form of something uncomfortable, right? Like it could be a relationship breakdown. It could be a career breakdown. Some of you could be moving. It could be a friendship breakup. You could get sick. Maybe like I feel like kind of burnout energy. I mean, that's not very Virgo, is it? Of course it is. Of course it is, because we go sometimes. The wake up call card, again, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. When this happens, it's like the universe course correcting you. Like you were going in the wrong way. You were going in a way that wasn't in alignment with your highest destiny. So the universe is stepping in and saying, hang on, we need to shake things up a little bit so that you can start going this way instead. Let me know if that's resonating. I can see how it resonates for me for sure. What's going to help the Virgo collective release these limiting beliefs, please? We do have that full moon on June 11th. So if you're not already doing moon ceremonies, highly, highly, highly recommend it. For myself, I'm going to light a white candle. I'm going to cleanse, ground, protect my energy. I'll probably have a pink Himalayan salt bath. I will pull some cards. I'll journal. I'll meditate. I'll probably put my crystals outside, charge them up, that type of thing. There's so many different things that you can do. Fires are really nice to have as well. If you can have a fire in the full moon, that's a beautiful experience. What will help the Virgo collective release these limiting beliefs in the month ahead, please? Okay, nourishment. Yeah, you're being called to take some time out for self-care. So nourish your mind, nourish your body, nourish your soul. Mind, body, and soul. I'm getting a lot of self-care energy with this card. Like I said, salt bath, have salt baths 3 days a week, at least if you can. At least this month, if that's not a regular part of your practice, really try to amp it up this month, and definitely go with pink Himalayan salts, okay? They're not the same as Epsom salts. You want the pink Himalayan salts. You want to connect with the Apus, with the Himalayan mountains. Mountain spirits are some of the oldest, wisest, most knowledgeable spirits there are. Powerful, powerful spirits too. So definitely go with that pink Himalayan salt. If you have Marshall's, HomeSense Winners where you are, I buy those great big bags. It's 5 kilograms for $10, and I just put a cup of salt. I have a great big tub, so I use a whole cup. If I had a smaller tub, I'd probably use half a cup or something, but I have a great big tub, so I put a lot of salt in there. And make sure you fully immerse yourself. I go in all the way. I plug my nose, I go all the way under the water right away before I get any grossness in the tub. I go in there and I get my whole entire body under that water. And I stay under the water as long as I can, and I do that as much and as often as I can. If you don't have a bath, you could take some pink salt and put it in your body wash and make a scrub your whole body, even your face. Sometimes I like to take, if I'm in the shower, I like to take a little bit of salt in my hands and pull up some water and pour it even over my head. I know it dries out your hair a little bit, but what are you gonna do about that? I prefer to have cleansed energy over moisturized hair. Nourishment also means, take care of your body. Are you getting enough fruits and vegetables? Are you getting enough fiber? Are you getting enough protein? Are you eating too much junk food? Are you drinking enough water? That's a big one. My tea's obviously not that hot anymore because I could just chug it like that. Are you getting enough movement, Virgo? There's definitely something here around reevaluating your health. I mean, Virgo is the sign of health, physical health, movement, exercise, fitness, that sort of thing. So I feel like a lot of us will be reevaluating that. I mean, I'm already on it. At the time of filming, it's still the month of May, and I've been hiking like crazy. I did a spring step challenge last month. I had 30 women in it. If you were part of the spring step challenge, thank you for being there. We had 3 awesome winners who each won a one-on-one session with me, as well as a little grounding package. So I'm excited for you all to receive that. I've been going on really long hikes with my son. We live on the mountain, so we just climb all the way up to the top of the mountain and back. It's a 2.5 hour, well, it's a 2-hour hike, but we usually take about 2.5 hours because we stop at the halfway mark and there's a beautiful view, and then we stop at the very top and there's just the most stunning view. We usually bring lunch and we eat at the top of the mountain. It's so nice. I love it so much. So I've been doing some more weights lately. I haven't been lifting weights in a number of years. I used to do bodybuilding and I worked as a macro coach for 7 years. So, I used to do a lot of weights, but I haven't very much lately. But I have my 40th birthday coming up this year. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick up those weights again. So I feel like a lot of you will be reevaluating your nourishment, nourishing your mind, making sure that you are, listening to positive things, not hanging around people who are blaming, complaining, criticizing, being mindful of your own self-talk, that you're not bullying yourself, nourishing your body. We talked about water, protein, fruits and vegetables, not too much junk food, movement, and then nourishing your soul. Are you meditating? If you're not meditating, Virgo, come on, we're Virgo. Meditate. That's where you're going to connect with your intuition the most. You don't have to know how to meditate. Just put on a sound bath and see what comes to you. If you are like, oh, but I can't shut off my brain, are you sure those are thoughts? Or are they perhaps maybe intuitive downloads? Maybe you're connecting with your true self, your higher self. Maybe you're connecting with your spirit guides and allies as you are receiving these messages. Maybe they're not thoughts at all, but they are intuitive messages. I do have some guided meditations here on the channel as well. If you feel like that would help, you can check out that playlist. What is going to be the biggest challenge in the month ahead for the Virgo Collective, please? The biggest challenge. I gotta keep going. It's not that one. Oh goodness, they all want to come out. What is the biggest challenge for the Virgo Collective in the month ahead, please? Okay, generosity. So this isn't a challenge at all, but if you are in, well, you know what? This does tell us the challenge, actually. The challenge feels like scarcity and lack. That's what the challenge feels like, scarcity and lack. So if you are stuck in scarcity, lack, there's not enough, maybe you're feeling a financial pinch this month. Hey, it's June. It's the luckiest month of the year. So number one, that pinch is not gonna, you don't have to worry about it because there's money coming. But in order for you to move through the scarcity and lack, the antidote is actually generosity. So give with no strings attached. If you're like, how can I give when I'm already feeling so stressed about money? Well, you can give your time. You can give your items, you could purge your clothes, purge your crystals if you want. And lots of us have too many of those. There's no such thing as too many, but sometimes, you know, we have ones that we don't use anymore, or we've got like 6 of these ones, so we can let a few go. Definitely be generous this month. Be generous with your time. Be generous with your money if you can. Be generous with your items. Be generous with your service. If you're in business with yourself, you can be be generous with whatever you're in business with. If you have products or you have services, my husband does this a lot. He makes these metal signs back here. I made these ones down here, these wood and metal ones that you can see over here. He made me this big giant one as well. And a lot of the times he's really generous with his signs. He'll donate for like baskets and draws and, school fundraisers and things like that. So how can you be generous this month? This says giving from your heart with no strings attached is what's needed right now. And did you notice it's master number 77? And what does that represent? Luck and good fortune. Luck and good fortune. Is there another message for the Virgo Collective for the month ahead that will help them align with their highest path, highest timeline, highest purpose, highest destiny? What will help the Virgo Collective align with our highest destiny in the month ahead, please? Okay, restlessness. Okay, restlessness is basically the same as limiting beliefs. Calm the waters of your mind. Calm the waters of your mind, dear Virgo. Darn it. I wanted a better reading for us, but there is a good reading here, okay? We got the wake-up call card. So whatever's happening this month, and we got the shooting star, that was the primary energy. Restlessness just says that we're going to be typical Virgos and we're going to live inside of our head. We're going to overthink things. So don't overthink things. I know that's easier said than done. I got a couple ways that you can help with that, okay? Number one, restlessness, calm the waters of your mind. That literally means go to the water. So I already talked about getting in pink salt baths. Do that as much and as often as you can. If you live by a body of water, a lake, a river, an ocean, a creek, anything like that, go to the water as much and as often as you can. I've got a paddleboard. I love to go paddleboarding. Especially when I'm feeling like anxious or worked up, or I can't get my mind off of things, or I want to take my mind off of things, I go down and I just paddleboard for like an hour or so. And it's nice. It's really good exercise. It's really good for your upper body. It's really good for balance. So all your core muscles get worked and things like that. And again, we got nourishment. So I feel like some of you are going to be working on your fitness this month. But we did get limiting beliefs, wake up call, and restlessness. So yeah, we might be overthinking things. Another way that we can really help with this restlessness, aside from getting on or in the water, is to get all of our thoughts out of our head and onto paper. Okay, so journal, whatever's coming up for you. If you're like, well, I don't know what to journal about, do a brain dump. So what are you worried about right now? Are you worried about like your manifestation not coming to fruition? What is stressing you out? What is your biggest keep me up at night problem? whatever's going on, get it out of your head and onto paper, okay? That's going to help us through the month of June, or whenever this reading may find you. And I'm going to be taking a piece of my own advice here. I'm going to be doing the same exact thing. So hold me to it if you want to. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating. And if you're new here and you were feeling called to my energy, I would so appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. I would love to see you on the extended reading. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into this. We're going to pull those cards from the Goddess and the Angel and Crystal Oracle deck. If you would like to join us over there, check the link in the description box, and that's going to tell you how to join the Sacred Self-Empowered community, where we will meet at least twice a month on Zoom, in addition to receiving access to these extended readings. There's a bunch of other benefits too, but my favorite part is meeting on Zoom twice a month. So I will see you over there on the extended, Virgo. You have a beautiful month ahead.